method. And Jacob Bethells, guess what? He can play franchise cricket as well. He can whack it with the best of them. He can tear bowlers apart when he wants to. So you can play so many different ways in cricket.
And let me ask every England supporter out there, was that entertaining? My gosh, that is the most entertaining cricket we've seen in world cricket for so long. It's not funny. That's entertainment right there. Not running down and hitting it up in the air and saying, oh, yeah, that's just how we play. That's entertainment right there. Well done, son. You've done a bloody great job. I love that.
Well said,
we should finish the show on that. We don't need any more than that.
Drop the mic, off you go. Do you know what I love? Jacob Bethells is just to the left of us. I'm hoping he is going to make his way over here, but obviously everybody wants to talk to him. The kids that are down at the boundary here, they've all come to the front and they are screaming his name. And they are so excited. That didn't happen yesterday.
Yeah, I'm going to get him to write his thing on my hand. I'm never going to wash his hand ever again and all that sort of stuff. Well, why wouldn't you? It's brilliant.
It's amazing how quickly it can change. But he was definitely a shining light for England today. Cookie, in the wider context of the England performance?
I think that was the best they've batted on tour. It just happened to be the third innings, led by, obviously, Jacob. But I'm going to say, for the majority of that innings, 60 overs, I thought. When Labuschagne started bowling bouncers, not quite so much enjoyable, but I thought for 60 overs in particular, it was the test cricket of the highest quality. I thought Australia was superb, relentless as they had been with the ball, asking so many questions, and it was repelled by an England side. Pretty much every single one of them fought tooth and tail to get in. They didn't give their wickets away, the majority of them, and for 60 overs, I was enthralled by the cricket. Obviously, towards the end, England had a couple of brain fades towards the end, which has taken a bit of gloss off that overall picture. But I thought today the cricket, which I haven't been all the way through this Ashes series, was absolutely top-notch.
Yeah, no, we've been craving it, haven't we? But I also say, in Australia's credit, they showed the blueprint over the last 2 days on how to play in Test cricket, like Jacob's done today, the youngster, but Travis Head, then Steve Smith, and then they just kept going and going. Then Bo Webster cashes in at the end, so that's why they scored such a big. This has been great Test cricket. It's been really fun to watch.
I mean, it's only taken till day 4 of the 5th Test to get there. It's been a wild, wild series.
Oh, it has, yeah. In a lot of ways, it's been a really disappointing series because there was such high expectations. So yeah, it has been wild.
All right,
we're going to pause. My boyfriend's coming. My boyfriend's arrived.
Hello again.
Jacob Bethells. I feel like we should just say take a bow. That was some incredible batting going on out there. How do you feel right now?
Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Still hasn't really sunk in and stuff like that. But yeah, to have the family here and watching was pretty special.
It's a great moment seeing your mum and dad and your sister.
Sister and her husband.
They're really cool to watch that. Did you know, obviously knew where they were?
Yeah.
And were you every now and then having a quick look up to see how they were going? Because your old man was having a heart attack.
Yeah. No, it's a bit out of eye line. But yeah, I'm sure they would have enjoyed. I think my old man would have probably held off the beers for a few hours there. But yeah, hopefully we'll be having a couple tonight.
Well, I liked his reaction at 50. He gave you a little applause. But he didn't stand up. He thought his job was half done.
Yeah.
He looked a brilliant poker player until the 90s, where he went through all the emotions like everyone probably at the ground. How are you feeling in those moments?
I was feeling okay, to be honest. Throughout the innings, all
Is that honest? You can say you're nervous.
A little bit nervous. Nowhere near as nervous as I was in New Zealand when I forgot to watch the ball and got out. So yeah, all I was focusing on, to be honest, was doing what I was doing throughout the innings, which was watching the ball and just playing it. But yeah, it was. I don't know, something about cricket is weird. You're batting like that, and then they bring the field up, and you're on 99, and all of a sudden you're just like, oh. But what's the difference between one run? But yeah, it was lovely to get over the.
Quite a big difference.
I know. It's a massive difference.
That's why we all get so nervous. And I think there's more people. You look so calm. When you got 100, you look calm. I'm sure there was butterflies, but we're saying before, I think everyone in the stadium, all around Australia, and of course in England, were more nervous than you were. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's the case, isn't it? Like, actually, when you're out there, you're okay, but everyone else that has no control over it kind of feels it more than you do, which I think was very much the case.
And go back to earlier years, like to be able to play off the front foot and the back foot like you do, is that something that you were brought up on, or how did you learn all that?
We're just watching the moment. Have you seen it yet?
Have you
No.
seen this?
No.
When did you
Yeah.
decide you were going to go down?
Well, after 2, I saw him toss it up, and I was like, yeah.
Look at your family's reaction there.
Yeah, that's pretty special. Yeah. Oh,
Your dad's in tears.
yeah.
Is he a man that cries often, your dad?
He is actually quite emotional, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know he'd be that emotional. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, he grabbed hold of your mum. It was just you'll see it again, and you'll see them. Have you seen them yet this afternoon?
No, not yet. Not yet.
That's going to be
I'll catch up
special. Will you
tonight.
catch up with him tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, magic.
Yeah.
Just on your red ball cricket, obviously you have played a lot more white ball cricket and probably felt more at home playing it. Do you now, does this not just give you the most amount of confidence thinking if you can play in these conditions, and we're comparing like Joe Root, you know, what a player, you know, he was battling away and actually you made it look easier than Joe Root today. Does that just think that is the blueprint of how I'm playing my red ball cricket forever?
Yeah, definitely. I think the blueprint there is that probably in terms of these conditions. Obviously conditions will change throughout when we go back to England and stuff like that. But yeah, I think I found a real nice kind of zone in terms of scoring and always being able to kind of throw a punch here without actually taking too much risk, which is pretty good. But yeah, I think definitely that will give me the world of confidence now, especially you know, people who stop talking about it and all that kind of stuff.
And I go back to that last question before about your ability to play off the back foot, because you do play a lot of white ball cricket. In your upbringing, did you get to play a lot of pull shots and hook shots, and then Stark, you were ducking and weave? It was awesome to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I faced the ball on the front foot until I was about 15, because I was that small. I was only about that big. And especially growing up in Barbados, I didn't really get too much. I got a lot of chin music, especially in the nets. So yeah, I kind of learned that naturally growing up over there. But then, yeah, front foot game and kind of the power that I kind of have is only came to me when I got a bit bigger, when I was 15, 16. So yeah, I did have to play off the back foot a lot, and then now obviously can play off the front foot too.
Trickiest bowler that you faced out there today?
It's got to be Boland. He just puts a little tea towel down there and just goes bang. So yeah, he's tricky. But yeah, it's one of them that you kind of got to negate as much as you can, but while not taking too much risk. So yeah, I think I did that pretty well against him today, and was able to kind of score off the other guys.
Now, you've still got a job to do tomorrow because you're actually not out yet. You've still
Yeah.
got to come back out there. So what are you right now? Look at the scoreboard. 142, that's what you're up to right now. What are you targeting? What would you like? What do you go out there in your mind and think, I want to get to that?
Not really. I think, what are we now, 120 ahead. I think we were chatting about anything around 200, 220 before we batted would be a nice target to have a crack at them with. So I think we'll try and get as near to that as possible. It's obviously going to be pretty tough to score while also keeping the guys away from the fire. So yeah, we're going to have to hit gaps well and pick the ball to hit for six.
And how's your captain going, mate?
Skippers, I think I haven't had a proper chat with him yet. I don't know how the I think it's groin or somewhere around that region. I don't know how that is, but yeah, I don't know if he'll be bowling tomorrow. I can't imagine he will be. So yeah, we're gonna have to do it with three seamers, and I think
And a bit of left arm spin.
well, yeah, I think that rough looks pretty nice for those lefties, and then Jaxie obviously to the righties as well. It's been spitting out of that, so yeah, that'll bring us into the game.
When we talked about your parents and your sister, I'm sure Ben and Joe would have looked very proud when you walked in this afternoon as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think Joe for sure gave me a big hug, and he's just well done. But yeah, it's pretty cool to go in again. But yeah, it's cool to walk in with Joe in the sheds there.
Well, I just want to say, I thought that was an absolutely superb knock. First
Thanks very
of
much.
very
Cheers.
many. It was
Thank you.
pure class.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Well done, mate.
Thanks a lot.
Great work.
And I don't want to miss out. Well done. We're
Thank
going to let you
Thank
go,
Cheers,
Jacob.
cheers. Have a
But good luck
Good job,
tomorrow.
well
But
done.
yeah,
Well done.
well
Cheers.
done. What a guy as well. He's just so...
All right, Bex.
Don't embarrass me now. But he's humble, he's just down to earth, and do you know what? It's really refreshing. You ask him a question, he'll answer it honestly.
Yeah, he's really cool. That's what I said. He's just says it as is. I love what he said about growing up in Barbados. I've always said if I was a coach of a young kid, I'd be teaching the player off the back foot before the front foot, because if you've got any worries about playing off the back foot, doesn't matter if you hit 10 billion balls on the front foot, you're never going to be quite as sharp. So great upbringing for him, great lesson for kids wanting to become really good players. And I love his honesty. I love the way he played, and yeah, dare I say, I love him.
Okay, I'm not going to quite put that on national TV. I'll let Justin do that. But I think we're seeing someone, the way he's handled himself over this first bit of his international career, and then the way he's handled the situation today with the bat in hand. I think there's all these kind of unanswered questions. He's gone a long way today to answering them, and I think we'll see that celebration and England building a side around that. And I think we're all going to be fairly confident that it won't be his first 100, and I think we'll commentate on a lot more of them.
Do we think, finally, looking at tomorrow, it's the 5th final day, the very last day of this Ashes series in total. Do we think, I don't know, a draw? Is it possible for England? Is it too far ahead? Oh, JL's face tells me.
I don't think draws on the cards. I think it's way too much cricket to go. The one thing you can say about the 4th innings on a 5th day, which we don't get there very often, normally the pitches in Test match cricket with 3 or 4 day games are pretty good. We might see this pitch deteriorate a lot more. So suddenly 160, he was saying 220, they've obviously only got 2 wickets left. If they're 6 down, they might get 220. 160 is possible to defend. It's possible if you get early wickets, and England in particular will have to get Travis Head out. If they get Travis Head out, they won't get the flying start. They can suddenly be 30 for 3, 1 or 2 suddenly explode. You get Steve Smith caught in the gully, one he can't play, then you believe. And we've seen so many Test matches in the past, actually here in Australia, deep in 4th innings, where actually it is hard to chase that score. I mean, England haven't got the specialist spinner, which they'll love, but it's an outside chance. They've given themselves an outside chance, and you just never know.
Yeah, and if I was Jacob, I'd be watching a few years ago when Michael Clarke, who I've talked about, they remind me of each other, but Michael Clarke took 3 wickets in the last over here, and that'll be the thing. I think it might deteriorate a little bit in terms of the fast bowler. They'll need to take wickets with the new ball, but it might spin. We saw a bit of that today. So, but it's great. What it tells me is 5 days Test match is brilliant. Proper Test match cricket is brilliant, and that's what we've been looking forward to, and we've got it this one.
Absolutely. It's been absolutely brilliant. JL Cookie, thank you very much. As always, another brilliant day here at the SCG.